The Dharma message will now be shared by Reverend Tomioka. His message today is Gathering of Joy.
Namo Amida Butsu, 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 Namanda. Okay, good morning and aloha kako everyone. Welcome to Puna Hongan Buddhist Temple online Sunday service. Usually in July, in the beginning of the July, we having a Bon dance for 2 nights, Friday and then Saturday. We also observing a Hatsubon service, first memorial service in the season of Obon for those people who died within 1 year. However, again, due to coronavirus, we couldn't have again Bon dance, and also we couldn't have a memorial service too. But we offered online also on the private style, only by the family. We're hoping next year we can get together, feeling the joy of dancing, seeing all the friends, or making new friends, and then also together we think of the past members or friends and then family who died. But I hope, although physically we are not together, I hope you feel empathy or compassion, kindness or caring heart your friends and then family have for you. This year you may lost your loved ones, and then still you may feel so sad. Yeah, but again we get to remember again today we are not here together physically. Again we are together in the embrace of compassion. So today we are observing Bon service. Yeah, we often say Bon dance or Bon service or Obon. But do you know or do you remember the meaning or story or history of Obon? So as you can see, the Obon coming from the certain word that is the shortened form of urabon-e, which means to suffer as if being hang upside down. So original word is urabon-e. Yeah, urabon-e, so the bon. So urabon is the original word. You can see urabon-e. Bon is we using as a shortened form. It meaning hanging upside down. Can you imagine? I guess we are standing, our feet is on the floor, head is the top, but it's like a truly upside down. You get to spend your whole day in that way. How do you feel? Yeah, could be blood coming to our brain and so suffering. Yeah, it's a meaning of the urabon, the suffering like a hanging upside down. And we may wondering how come such a word is existing? Why such a urabon is we have? So like again, Moggallana. Yeah, Moggallana is one of Shakyamuni Buddha's 10 great disciples. Had a power seeing afterlife. Yeah, Shakyamuni Buddha is a founder of Buddhism. So as the Shakyamuni Buddha has so many disciples, but out of so many, there are 10 great disciple students. One of them was Moggallana. And each disciple, it is said, they had a special power, extraordinary power. For Moggallana, his power was he can see after life. Yeah, we are now here in this life here, but when that time comes, we take our last breath. Yeah, people or things passing away. Then after life, can you see what maybe we have a loved one who died before us, what they are doing now? Can you see? Or do you want to know? Yeah, Moggallana has that power. He can see after life. Then for himself, yeah, his mother passed away. So he had a thinking, oh, I miss my mom. What is she doing? So he tried to find his mother, going to the heavenly place or different better place. But he couldn't find his mother. And then finally, finally he found his mother was in the world of hungry ghost because of her selfishness. Just the idea, Buddhism, we have a transmigration idea, sixth transmigration. Person, we are living this life here. After a life, we may go to one of six another world life. There, hell, hungry ghost, animals, fighting spirits, human being, and then heavenly beings. So it will be decided based on the virtue or what kind of life a person lived. If a person lived truly virtuous, helping other, good merit and then virtues, person go to higher place. If the person is so, don't helping others, makes others suffer, so selfish or self-centered mind, those people go to lower place after life. So Moggallana, he was so shocked and surprised to find his mother in a hungry ghost. That is a place of suffering. And then she went to there because of her selfishness. Yeah, Moggallana's mother, she was so kind, gentle, only to him. To feed her own son, she may steal something from others. She didn't pay attention to other children. Because of her profound love for her own son, she couldn't think of others, only thinking of her son. Because of that, she went to hungry ghost. So Moggallana so shocked, so therefore he tried to save her from suffering, but he couldn't save her. Then the Buddha told him to make offerings to the Sangha, the disciples of the Buddha, telling Moggallana, make offerings without virtue, with the virtuous merits. His mother was saved. And then he danced with joy as his sorrow was transformed. Yeah? So it is said that he danced with joy. It is said that is a beginning of the abundance. So we can see a brief story of this here, the reason why abundance exists. And then let's try to think about from our Shin Buddhist Jodo Shinshu perspective. How do we observe Obon? What does that meaning? What does it mean to us, Obon? So basically, the first meaning or things we get to remember is since our loved one was who encountered the vow of Amida Buddha are in the Pure Land, we don't have to send any merits, incense, flowers, chanting, offerings to them. Again, we may think by offering of incense or flower or chanting is for deceased, wishing something for them. Yeah? But in our Honganji tradition, those people who encounter Amida Buddha's vow, which promised to save you from suffering, they are already in the Pure Land. So that is the best place. So we don't have to send them merit or virtue, wishing for them better life in their afterlife. No need to do that. Then what is the meaning of offering of incense or flowers or chanting? Yeah? It's simply our showing our respect to Amida Buddha. Such an existence or vow which saving my loved ones from suffering. And then also through offering of incense and then flowers. It's not for deceased, but through with our loved ones, we are receiving. Yeah? When we offer incense, we can smell beautiful fragrance. Yeah? If you want to purchase a flower on the day of your loved one passed away, you may go to the store when you're picking up flowers, which is good. Don't you think your heart is truly soft and then kind? Of course, you may feel sad and then kind of still tears may come to your eyes, but the moment you are thinking of your loved ones. You can do that. You can have that kind of heart, kindness, because of your loved ones. Yeah. In that way, even flowers, we think we are offering to our loved ones. Actually, that is a gift or a present from them to you or for each of us. So, again, chanting, flowers, incense is not for deceased in order to sending a merit or virtue. Just as we do to show our respect to Amida Buddha or through the memories of our loved ones. We take that time to show our appreciation and gratitude. Yeah. And the second also meaning is Obon is a time to reflecting on our departed loved ones and their continued guidance in our lives. Yeah. So again, on this, not only in this season, yeah, again, we often think about our loved ones. Could be you lost your parents or brother, sister, or uncle, auntie, or spouse, or child, or grandchild, or great-grandchild. Or could be you are thinking of the people who have died due to coronavirus. Yeah. So we think of those people. When you think of them, how do you feel? Do you feel you missing them, or you feel so sad you want to meet them again, or you may have a different emotions too? Yeah, if you had a not good relationship, could be you may have still the emotions you don't want to have, but the emotion and feeling the person who has died made you feel. Yeah, so the feeling can be again anger, regrets, or sad or upsetting. We may have different feelings. Yeah, but that is occasion through thinking about our loved ones. There is a lesson to be learned or a message. One can be the impermanence, yeah? Truth of life. Everything is changing. Nothing and then nobody can remain forever. When we think of our loved ones who died, yeah, if we miss them and they want to see them again, knowing that they passed away, teaching us preciousness of our life we have today. Yeah, I often say about that if you're watching this service together with your friends or family, yeah, if you touch their hands, you can feel their warmth. Yeah, you can feel presence of each other. If you talk, you can hear. If you see, you can see each other. We may think nothing special, but we realize that after loved one passed away, we realize actually to talk, to see, to touch is actually a wonderful thing. But we often don't realize only until we lose it. So this is something also impermanence. Do I realize the beauty of life today? Do I truly then behave knowing that if today is my last time, do I truly acting or saying or thinking knowing in that way? Yeah. So again, that is we get to reflect. That is a continued guidance our loved ones still teaching us. Yeah. Also, other question can be my life too. Yeah. When we think of our loved ones, where they are, where am I going? So in this Obon season, we get to think about through the story of the Obon, we learn the story of Obon Urabonwe. So Moggallana, his mother, and then Buddha. So let's think about which position do you think you are in now? Which position? Let's say Moggallana, yeah, the Buddha's disciple, and then his mother, and Buddha. You have three choices here. Moggallana, his mother, Buddha. If you see yourself, if you observe and examine your current life, which position, which person you are in, you think? Moggallana means you have somebody who died and you're still thinking of them. Or you don't know, you're not sure where they are. And you have no power to save them. That is a position of Moggallana. You have somebody who died before you. You think of them, remember them, but somehow you know there may be some place, but not sure. And then it also showing myself too. It implies myself too. I don't know where I go. I know I may go to better place after life. I don't know, but not sure. That is a position of Moggallana. Then his mother means the person, in a way, selfish person. Yeah. And then sometimes when we listen to this story of Obon, some people say, I don't understand why she went to hungry ghosts. It's just a natural. If we have a child, we want to make sure my child is okay. What's wrong with that? That's true, yeah, that's true. But at the same time, in between parents and then child, we may call it that is the truly pure love for them. Yeah? If that love is based on other person's suffering and then tears, can we still call it pure love? It's again kind of difficult here. Even myself too, now I have my spouse, my honey, she's my everything. If I compare, sorry, that lady and then her, I may have to say, my wife comes first. Sorry, not you. That is my judgmental thinking, knowing that I have to treat everyone equally. But when I have a choice, I have to choose my wife or that lady. I may choose this person. It's our human nature, no good and then bad, positive or negative. But that giving us a reflection. If this my action or choice is causing tears and then suffering to others, should I truly do this? Yeah, same thing can happen here. Other person, they have somebody they really cherish and then love. Because of their love, if I receive suffering or struggles, how do I feel? So this Moggallana's mother, his mother's position is me or you. What do you think? And then last is the Buddha. Yeah, Buddha. Buddha is the one who gave a guidance to Moggallana, offering to the Buddha and the virtuous person who can save people from suffering. That is a Buddha. So out of three, again, which position you think you are in now? Now you are alive. Moggallana, his mother, or Buddha. So today's point is again, we get to whichever position you may think, what we have to think about is how about my life now? That is the most important lesson or message today we have to think about. Of course, not only Obon, but every day we may think of loved ones. Think of them, miss them, and want to meet again. But that is the occasion through thinking of them. That is the occasion we get to ask myself, that's right. If I die, where am I going? And then if, like a Moggallana's mother, maybe I can admit I have a mind of me first. Me first. Yeah, my way of thinking, my the way I want to do my idea comes first before others. And then we have an argument. If situation doesn't go as I plan, we get upset. So if I'm living in that way, like a story of this Moggallana's mother, I or you may go to hungry ghost after life, because I do have mind of self-centeredness. I'm the person who is supposed to go to a hungry ghost and suffering after life. Then that is the occasion. What should I do? So therefore, it is important, like a Moggallana and then his mother, we get to listen to the seeking for guidance. This Buddha, in our Hongwanji tradition, Amida Buddha decided and then promised, if there are people, there are so many people who are suffering because of their behavior and then life, selfishness, they may go to hell or hungry ghost. When Buddha observed such a people, Amida Buddha promised, I cannot let it happen. I cannot have you go to hungry ghost. I cannot make you suffer. I get to save you. Therefore, Buddha calling to us, come as you are. Take refuge in me. I shall save you from suffering. That is a calling voice, Amida Buddha. We can hear that voice only when we realize I need help here. When we realize my truth of selfishness, that is the occasion we can hear truly Buddha's calling voice. I shall save you from suffering. Even there is a one like a story, one person, this person committed a crime, kind of a heavy crime this person did. So this person was sent to prison for many years. And then on the social media or newspaper, every place, people posting and then made a news how bad this person is. This person did that, did this. This person deserved to prison. So everybody on the community, everybody accusing and then blaming him. And then the social media news reporter, they went to see interview with this person's parent. So parent, they apologize. I'm very sorry what our son did. They truly extend their sorry and apologies. But they said, but I know what he did was really wrong. He shouldn't do that, and he should go through what he did for the in the prison or correctional center too. But they said, but I want to be with him. I want to stay in his side. I want to support him. So that can be the word only parents can say, only best of friend, knowing that it does not mean they justify or they are saying, it's okay, my son did that, it cannot be helped. They are truly so sorry and then worried about what their child did. But knowing that, they said, but I want to stay with him. At least myself, I want to be in his side. Even the world can be the enemy. I want to be his friend. So again, it does not mean that the person can continue to behave badly, but to realize there is a person who's saying, I don't mind going to hell with you. I don't mind going to suffer with you because you are my precious person. When we realize such a person exists, we cannot just feel. We feel so grateful. Oh, you are thinking of me this much. Also, it gives us profound reflection. Yeah? What I have done. Such a bad thing I did. But this person said, I cannot forsake you. I cannot let you go alone. Yeah? So in a similar way, Amida Buddha is wishing for us, observing this Satoshi Tomioka's life. Yeah? Again, I shouldn't say this, but again, yesterday, me and the spouse had another argument. I shouldn't laugh, sorry. Big argument. And then we are both crying, tears. Kind of really, we are upsetting each other. And then, yeah, that is my heart. I'm really upset. Yeah. So at that moment, that is again a deep reflection. If I have such an anger and then upsetting mind, I cannot say I can go to the Pure Land. I'm a truly selfish person. Observing such myself, Amida Buddha sees, Satoshi, I understand. I know your angry feeling, upsetting mind. But I close the gate to the hungry ghost hell. I shall never let you go to suffer from suffering of the hungry ghost. I shall never let you experience that because that is a Buddha's compassion. Therefore, Buddha calling me, take refuge in me, Satoshi, take refuge in Amida. That is a calling voice. When I hear it again, I cannot justify myself. Yeah? There is a Buddha's tears. Why, Satoshi, you did that again? But no worries. My vow is here to save you. When I hear it, again, it giving me the reflection. Yeah? Again, I did that. My anger selfishness comes out anytime, and then it's not justification, but I am guided by Buddha. Try to be mindful. But I'm sure again, me and then my wife will have an argument again, never changing this nature. But difference is, I can return to my position of Buddha's compassion and wisdom. Now, I am enabled to see how indeed selfish I am. Indeed, when a situation doesn't go as I wish, my words is becoming harsh, and then I close the door more strongly when I'm upset, or like when I bringing a dish to the sink. Usually I place gently, but yesterday I'm like making a sound noise, showing my upset. That is me. But guided by Buddha's compassion, wisdom, I am enabled to see such a nature, and then Buddha nurtures my life and then my thoughts, what I think, what I do, and what I say, so that we can have a harmony. And therefore, going to conclusion, so again, Obon, we often say gathering of joy, which means that we may see, like you can see family tree, so we may encounter grateful for ancestors or parents or great grandparents, yeah. Or could be we may think of the friends, or we used to get together, but the one of them passing away one by one. What could be the baby or precious person, we may think of them. So we often say, for people who are left behind in this world, and the people who have died, especially every day, but especially in this Obon season, we think of them, and then we feel so grateful for them. So therefore, that is also another meaning is like Monkalana's mother, because now I realize my loved one is not just simply in a better place or something, no pain. In Buddha's embrace, they are now in the Pure Land. Therefore, now finally, I can meet again with them with the most beautiful appearance in the Pure Land. But that will be decided not later. Today, in this moment, when me and then you encounter this Buddha's calling voice, everything is assured. I shall meet again with my loved ones because now we are together. So therefore, gathering of joy is not only the day or moment or season we think of our ancestors or people who have died, but that is the occasion I and then you being embraced by Amida Buddha. Yeah? This is the most important. We get to come to the condition or moment of being embraced by Amida Buddha. What it means is mind of awakening. I finally realize through thinking of my loved one, they are now teaching me and then guiding me. Satoshi, please realize your life. Every day, how do you live your life? What is your shelter? What is your refuge? What is your guidance? When you die, where you are going? Or when you die, what do you leave? What kind of gift or present you can leave to your family who left behind? Please consider. Then please receive Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu, Buddha's promise and then wish, observing our suffering, those questions. Buddha calling, come as you are, I shall save you from suffering. In that embrace, everything is settled. When we take my last breath, born into the Pure Land, attain enlightenment, it's not ending. We can return to this world in many forms to guide the people who left behind. And this doesn't mean like a ghost, yeah? As we learned, when we think of our loved ones, they are teaching us so many things here: impermanence, interdependence, preciousness of life. That is the meaning of returning to this world. They are now teaching us truth of life, calling to us, please awaken to this truth of life, truth of yourself. So in that again, our one of the Honganji tradition, the teaching, this is one of the definition by the Jodo Shinshu Honganji. Our teaching is attaining the interesting heart, awakening to the compassion of Amida Tathagata Buddha through the working of the primal vow, we shall walk the path of life, reciting Amida's name, Nembutsu. At the end of life, we will be born in the Pure Land, attain Buddhahood, returning at once to this delusional world to guide the people to awakening. So this is our teaching, awakening to the interesting heart, to Buddha's compassion. And then that also naturally guides us to say that Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida, Amida Buddha fulfill my life. Therefore, as a Namo Amida Butsu, it comes out. And then that promise, we shall be born into the Pure Land, meeting again with our loved ones. It's not ending. Death is not the ending. Our loved ones, not only this Obon season, every day, they are returning to this world in many ways, so that I and then you may awaken to the truth of life, truth of ourselves, so that we can also receive this mind of awakening. I'm in Buddha's embrace. Again, including myself. This is the end of the Bon season, but let us take a moment. Every day, our loved one is guiding each of us, so that we may also encounter this Buddha's wish, vow for each of us. Let us listen to and then realize Buddha's compassion and wisdom is truly in our life already. Let us be awakened to it. As a final conclusion, please put your hand together in Gassho. Teaching, attaining the interesting heart, awakening to the compassion of Amida Tathagata Buddha through the working of the primal vow, we shall walk the path of life, reciting Amida's name, Nembutsu. At the end of life, we will be born in the Pure Land and attain Buddhahood, returning at once this delusional world to guide the people to awakening. Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namandap.